The big question here is, what are the dynamic forms? To simply put, the dynamic forms allows the users to arrange the fields and sections directly on the Lightning page, dumping the old school way of customizing page layouts. This new approach also helps the users to set the conditional visibility for these fields and sections so that the target users will only see the relevant information based on their role and profile on the record pages or on the Lightning record pages. In short, if we say the dynamic forms provide two core features. One is dynamically arranging fields and sections on the record pages and limiting the visibility of those fields and sections based on users access level. Since we all have our reasons of sticking to the things or specific approach while working on Salesforce CRM, while this dynamic forms is comparatively new feature that Salesforce has introduced, so we should have solid reasoning to explain to our users for making a switch to dynamic forms over traditional page layouts. Here are the top 3 reasons which I could think of for using or for switching to dynamic forms. In case you have more, do let us know in the comment section below. We will definitely love to hear your thoughts on that. So here are the 3 reasons why you should use your dynamic forms over standard or old page layouts. The number 1 is enhanced flexibility. As I have explained earlier, that dynamic forms allows you to dynamically arrange fields and sections on your Lightning record pages. Second, improved user experience. You wonder how. Earlier on the page layout, we have to show so much information to users which might not be relevant or which might not be useful for them. But with these dynamic forms, you can control the visibility of the fields based on user, their profile or even their role, meaning that the user will only see the limited set of information or limited set of fields on the record pages, making them productive and making them relevant for the users. Number 3, that is reduced clutter. If you have worked with the page layouts in the past, if we have, let's say, considerably large number of fields on our record pages, the page layouts used to become so bulky, so heavy in terms of information. If the user has to locate any information or any field from that large set, it was time consuming. It was kind of boring process to locate that information. But with these dynamic forms, since you have the capability to limit the amount of information that is presented to your users, this boringness can be avoided and the tracing or tracking of the information become easy. And these dynamic forms also automatically adapt to the different device resolution, making it handy or friendly for end users. I believe these reasons are enough to making a switch to dynamic forms from the standard page layouts. I hope that makes sense to you. Now let's walk through a practical example of conditionally showcasing fields on opportunity record based on the stage value. Before we do that, let's see if we have the dynamic forms enabled in our org or not. For doing that, go to setup. You need to go to setup. The page will load. It will take a couple of seconds. Then in this quick find, search for record page settings. Here you see this option will be under this record user interface option, and select this, and this will take you to the dynamic forms homepage. Now you can set up your preferences from here, whether you want to have a full view or a grouped view, and for the activities, whether you want to have the related list or activity timeline. let's say I want to have a group view. Once I do that, I'll go to my opportunities record page. You can have your preferences just to see whether the dynamic forms is enabled or not for you. I'll go into my opportunity record page. From here, I'll choose edit page option. And once you are on your lightning page or lightning record page, go to detail section, select it, and here you see this option. You can configure record details section and fields right inside the Lightning App Builder. Upgrade to dynamic forms. You should see this option if you haven't already upgraded to dynamic forms in your org. And read this out, read this message. This will give you the capability to conditionally toggle the visibility of your fields. For example, here you see this close date field. I just want to showcase this close date field only when my opportunity stage is closed won. Otherwise, I don't want to showcase this field. So in order to do that, I'll first click on this upgrade now, and it will give me a couple of options. And now it asks which kind of page layout I want to choose for the source of my dynamic form. You can choose as per your convenience or as per your organization setup. I'll use this layout, and once I'm done with this option, I'll hit finish, and now my dynamic fields are ready. I can set up in like the visibility for individual fields. You can see that now I can select the individual fields. Earlier it wasn't possible, it was appearing as the section. Now let's say I want to set the visibility for the close date field. I can do it for any field that is available on my page, but I want to do it for close date field for this demo. And I want to set the field's visibility. And here, in order to set the visibility, we can add the filters. But before I do that, let me see. There are some other options that you can do, like the UI behavior, and there is a brief about what this option does. Then you can also do the conditional formatting. That is to, if you have that kind of capability like requirement, you can go with this conditional formatting. But right now we'll look for the visibility. So these options are something that you can try on based on your requirements. And the key feature here is the visibility, that it allows you to toggle the visibility of your fields. So here, if you want to set the visibility rules for your fields, select the field that you want to apply, on which you want to apply the visibility filter, and then click add filter. Now, as I mentioned, I want to only show this close date field when my opportunity stage is equals to closed won. That's when I need to showcase this field, and equals to closed won, and I'll hit done. Likewise, you can also add multiple field filters for your visibility. It is up to you, but I'm just setting one. Once you're done with your changes, hit save, and your changes are saved. You need to activate it, and whether you want to make it organization's default or not, I want to make it. That's why I will go with this option. Otherwise, you can skip it. Once you are done with your changes, go back to your record and observe the behavior of this conditional visibility. Now I'll go to the details section here, and you wonder that it is the stage for my opportunity is closed lost. That's why I don't see that close date field here. Now let's try changing its status or its stage to closed won. I'll hit save, and you see that as long as I selected the appropriate value in the stage column or stage field, I can now see the closed date field. So this is how this conditional visibility of the fields works with the dynamic forms, and this is how it gives you the power to showcase on only the relevant information to your end users based on their roles and profiles, or based on the specific filter criteria. I hope you got to know about the true essence of this new feature, that is dynamic form, that Salesforce is offering. If you have any comment, any questions, or anything that you want to share regarding this, do let us know in the comment section below. We will be trying to answer to those questions or those comments as soon as we can. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing with LongSwitch Academy. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to it now and ring that notification bell. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing with LongSwitch Academy.